Hi lovely, this is Jufia DIY here and I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. In case you're seeing this channel for the first time, we teach products on hygiene and skincare. Okay, in today's video, I want to show you how I make this meltable glycerin soap base. Okay, if this is the kind of video you've been searching for, please sit back and watch how I made this. Now, these are the ingredients I'll be using and their quantity. Okay, please just focus on the screen. These are the ingredients and their quantities, and this is exactly how I made the beetroot glycerin soap base I made. Just that I lost the video, I lost every clip of that video, so the only clip I could recover was when I was unmolding it, yes. Okay, so this is how I made that soap. All right, so let's get started. I'll start dissolving my caustic soda into my water. Okay, just make sure that even if you don't have a thermometer, you can still make this. So just follow and focus on what I am doing. Okay, this is me dissolving the caustic soda. I'm adding it to water. Please don't add water to caustic. Okay, sometimes you do volcano, to avoid that, add your caustic soda to your water. So you're going to stir it. This is me stirring mine, and I'm going to once I notice that it has dissolved, I will keep it aside and continue with the other one. This is my stearic acid. I'll be putting it into this bowl. I'll be using double boiling method for this soap. Okay, and this soap is a gradual process, the slow process. So if you know that you don't have the patience to make this use this double boiling method, please go for heat method or hot method, but make sure that your heat is on low. Okay, so I try fast forwarding every some of the parts of this video, not every part, some of the parts, so that this video will not be too long, yet it still got to 15 minutes. Okay, so this is the stearic acid. It has dissolved, and I'm going to add in my coconut oil to it. Okay, I'm going to add in my coconut oil to it. You can add your coconut oil and double boil and heat, okay, for the stearic acid to dissolve, but I decided to dissolve my stearic acid first before adding my coconut oil. Okay, now if you want to get a clear okay, this is the temperature, 77 degrees. I'm adding my coconut oil now. If you want to achieve a clear soap base, please use a clear oil. Okay, if you do not use a clear oil, because the type of oil you will use will definitely affect the outcome, the look of the final product, the final soap. Okay, now this is me adding the caustic soda. The caustic soda is 77 degrees Celsius, while the oil is 79 degrees Celsius, so they are close. And I make sure that I maintained my heat from 65 or so to 80 degrees Celsius. All right, because if you heat it above 80 degrees Celsius, your soap might discolor, it might caramelize. Okay, you know, the color might change. In the alcohol into the glycerin, and I'll mix it. If you ask me why am I mixing it like this, so that the alcohol will not quickly evaporate. You know, alcohol evaporates, so the glycerin will help to retain the alcohol not to evaporate that much. Okay, even though I'm still going to cover this bowl, but at that I don't want it to quickly evaporate before the soap granules melt down. You understand? So I've added the alcohol and glycerin. I'm going to mix it and, you know, cover it for it to dissolve faster. Okay, and my heat is on low. Okay, the water I put inside the pot, but the water I put in the pot, it's boiling, but not boiling like that. It's boiling on medium, sorry, it's boiling on medium. Okay, now this is the soap. It's dissolving gradually. The soap granules, which is the stearic acid, the oil and caustic soda lump, is dissolving gradually. Okay, that is how I will continue doing it until everything dissolves. All right, so for the benefit of this soap, see, the reason why you're using coconut oil, or the reason why I'm using coconut oil, is because I want to achieve a clear soap. Now if you use palm kernel oil, you're going to achieve a brown soap. Okay, So the outcome of your soap all the time is dependent on the type of oil, the color of the oil you use. All right. So the stearic acid serves as a hardener and a solvent to this recipe. The way the stearic acid dissolve melts, the way you saw it melt, that is how this soap is going to melt. Like those that are into organic skincare that don't make their soap from scratch, they will go to the market and buy. Sorry, I'm taking you through this journey of talking. Yes, that is part of my training. Okay, so they will go to the market, buy soap base, and they'll come and melt it, then add whatever ingredient they want to add. Okay, so that is why stearic acid is one of the solvents here, but not the complete solvent. Okay, that is not what they made the soap to melt when you want to use it to make another soap. All right, there are other solvents here which will help the soup to melt or dissolve when you want to use it to make another or to make other soaps. Solvents like glycerin is a solvent, alcohol is a solvent, even sugar is a solvent. All right, so the caustic soda here is to make to form a soap. You know, your soap basically is your caustic soda, your water, and your oil. That is what is soap. All right, so water is to help dissolve the caustic soda, all right, to give us caustic soda solution. Now the glycerin is a humectant, is also a solvent. Glycerin, like this soap, you can use it immediately you cut it. You can use it like that without adding any additive for toning, for lightening, for any other benefit on the skin. You can use it because it's not going to dry out your skin because of the amount of glycerin that is added to it. Now the alcohol is also the solvent I mentioned earlier. It's going to still evaporate. The alcohol will still evaporate. So once you add alcohol to your soup, it's not going to stay there. It will definitely evaporate. If not that day, in 24 hours, 42 hours, 48 hours, the alcohol will evaporate and you still have your soup. Now the sugar is to add bubble to this soup. Okay, sugar is to add bubble and to also add extra moisturizing. You do know that sugar moisturizes the skin. That is a topic for another day, and that is a video for another time. Okay, this is my sugar syrup. If you want to know how I made this sugar syrup, I will drop the link somewhere in this video, either in the description, on the screen, or anywhere. Okay, just check this description. You see how I made this sugar syrup. Okay, so that you don't get to keep making sugar syrup anytime you want to make your soup with sugar. If you want to add sugar to your soup, you don't need to start melting or dissolving the sugar all the time. Okay, so that is why you should learn how to make this sugar syrup and keep it. Anytime you have a production to make, you just quickly take your sugar syrup, which also serves as sorbitol. Please, if you have watched this video to this very end, please, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Please, I am begging for this favor. It's not a must. I'm not mandating it. I'm not demanding for it. I am begging you. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you get notified each time a video drops here. And please leave a comment in the comment section if there is any question you have, if there is anything you do not understand. Please ask the question in the comment section. Like this video and you can share it to anybody that you think that needs to share, that need to see this video. All right, now there are so many tricks to this to achieve this particular soap. Okay, you make sure that if you're using a boiling method, if you're using a double boiler, make sure that your water, can you see the water is not boiling that much, it's boiling on medium. Okay, then if you want to use a hot process, you want to use heat, make sure that your heat is on low. There are so many tricks, there are so many factors that will help you achieve what I achieved here. You don't add too much alcohol so that your soap will not be smelling like fermented wine. Okay, you don't add too much glycerin so that your soap will not sweat. Okay, now for this video not to get that long, in the beauty bar soap class I have taught how to calculate the percentage, how to calculate this soap recipe in percentage. Okay, there are three ways I calculated. I taught how to make this glycerin soap base without you using another person's recipe. Even without you'll be able to defend it and to be able to teach people. Now when you teach people how to make these particular soaps, or how to make glycerin soap base using these three ways, okay, the person will achieve exactly what you achieved, and the person may not use exactly the amount of solvent that you use. Okay, so I have made a complete video and documentation on and write-ups and voice notes on how to calculate this glycerin soap base in percentage. Okay, how to, when even when you see another recipe online, you'll be able to know, oh, this is the percentage of alcohol this person use, this is the percentage of coconut oil this person use, this is the percentage of sugar this person use, and all of that. All right, so if this interests you, if you want to know how I calculate the percentage, not just you see my recipe using it to go and make your own, if you want to know how I sat down and calculate every recipe, every ingredient in this glycerin soap base, please join that class if you are not there. But if you are in that beauty and organic beauty bar soap, it is your advantage. Okay, it is your advantage. You are already there. You don't need to pay any other money. So let's get started. And this is, see, the soap has completely dissolved. Can you see it has completely dissolved? I'm going to bring it down now and add my sugar. Okay, some people may add their sugar while the soap is still on heat, but I decided to add my sugar when I brought the soap down. Okay, I've just brought the soap down, and this is when I'm going to add my sugar syrup. Okay, reason why is I don't want this soap to caramelize one bit. I don't want it to caramelize or change the color. That is why I'm adding my sugar now. Okay, you know, when you heat, you know what happens when you heat sugar over a heat. Okay, that is why I'm adding my sugar syrup now. This is the pH of the soap. It's about 9.5 to 10. Isn't that good? So I'm going to pour the soap into the mold and show you how it's turned out in 24 hours. I'm not going to pour all the soap in this mold. I'm going to leave little to demonstrate what I did with the beetroot glycerin soap base I made. Okay, but I'm going to use another extract now. I'm going to use a different extract. I'm going to use my moringa and neem extract. You can use oil extract, you can use water extract, you can use any extract of your choice, but you should be able to know how to substitute with the ingredients you have already created, you already have in your recipe. Okay, this and more is what you learn when you join the beauty and organic beauty bar soap. Okay, you'll be able to know how to remove this one and add this one to help balance this soap, so that it will not sweat, so that it will not smell like fermented wine, so that it will not change the look of your product. Okay, so I've added the color, I added green color, I use water soluble color, you can use oil soluble color, you can use mica, you can use anything just to boost the color of the extract that you have added to your soap. All right, so this is the soap. I'm going to unmold and show you in 24 hours how it looks like. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed. So this is 24 hours, and I want to unmold the soap, the beautiful soap, for you to see how it looks. So here we have our neem and moringa glycerin soap base. Okay, you can also use carrots, you can also use anything at all. Okay, now this is the main glycerin soap base. Can you see how transparent it is? You can see my hand through it. Can you see how glassy it is? See how beautiful it is? It doesn't sweat. The oil ingredient in this recipe is well balanced. Okay, it doesn't sweat. All right, but the one I added, the oil extract, it's oily because of the extra oil I added. You know, I told you in the training group I would teach you how not to add too much oil, or not to add too much whatever you have. All right, so thank you for watching, thank you for staying with me to this very end. I appreciate you. Okay, let me check the pH again. I don't know why I love checking pH of my products. Okay, this is the pH after 24 hours in around 8.5. Isn't it good? 8.5. Thank you. Please try this recipe and tell me in the comment section how yours turned out. And if you also want to start it as a business, I wish you massive sales. Thank you for watching. Bye.